couple of minutes. So, Stefan, come on, please.
Ow!
Thanks, guys. Thanks everyone for coming out to this brouhaha. It is my first brouhaha. I'm very excited. Basically, there's the issue of high schools that we need to discuss tonight. A lot of you are very invested in it, as Matt said, and some of you might not have any idea what's going on. We hope to cater to both groups. Why do we need to change the high schools, and why are the high schools being so furiously debated right now? Many issues that people are citing. Across the district, we have about nine neighborhood campuses that students are automatically assigned to that they can go to just in their neighborhood or nearby. Other than that, there are a number of options. Magnet schools, there's Benson Tech, which people from across the district can go to. It has a polytechnic bent. And people can also transfer across their neighborhood to another neighborhood school if they don't like the one that they are going to, and if they don't like what's being offered there, and very often if the one that they're assigned to doesn't have the resources that another neighborhood school has. This creates a number of problems in the district, with some schools being sort of really sought after and some schools being virtually abandoned in some instances. I'm still learning a lot about this very complex subject, and I'm sure everybody can benefit from hearing a bunch of sides of the debate tonight. Also, people will cite very often, and Carol Smith, presenting her resolution, which I'll talk about in a second, cites the fact that we have a lot fewer students than we used to. We have about 11,000 kids in the high school in Portland Public Schools right now. It used to be 15,000 a number of years ago, and people were just dealing with, well, we have all this space, this is designed for 15,000 kids, what do we do with it? Closing schools and reopening them is very difficult. Seattle just learned that they spent a lot of money and they had to do that, so nobody wants to move too fast on this issue. What exactly is on the table? Portland Public Schools, including Superintendent Carol Smith, have proposed the loose idea of taking the 9 neighborhood schools right now, turning 6 or 7 of them into what's called community comprehensive schools, which will offer roughly the same number of opportunities and a more standardized program at each school, and a robust curriculum, they're hoping. And another 2 or 3 of those current neighborhood schools will be either shut down or turned into what they're calling focus options, which basically means a magnet school, a smaller magnet school. And Dave Hamilton, who's here tonight, is the principal of a smaller school on the Marshall campus right now, and he's actually proposing one of these focus option schools. And they're also proposing to limit the number of transfers that students can do, except in cases like if a student is in a language immersion program, they'll let him transfer to another neighborhood school perhaps to continue that. And also they left in the possibility of transferring to increase socioeconomic diversity, which opens up, I think, a lot of interesting questions. And when is this going to happen? Well, on February 8th, they had a school board meeting. Carol Smith was originally going to propose a concrete plan, instead proposed a resolution sort of naming some values and saying we want to have the lowest performing kids perform better and the best performing, not perform worse, but everybody perform sort of the same. And on March 8th, this coming Monday, the board will vote to approve that resolution. What that means is that they're telling Superintendent Smith that she can go off and come back at some point with a more concrete plan. Our panelists tonight are Frank Capuccio, from left to right. Frank Capuccio, he's a member of the Close the Gap, Not the Schools movement, started at Grant High School, and is very opposed to closing any of our current high schools. Dave Hamilton, principal of the Pauling Academy on the Marshall campus. It is a small specialized school right now, and it might give us a hint of what could come in the future with these focus option plans. David Wind is a director on the Portland School Board. He served since 2003. Javier Batana is the Chief Academic Officer of Portland Public Schools and has had a large role to play in presenting the school district's plan as it emerges. And Rita Moore is a former candidate for school board, parent activist. She currently works at the Casa for Children nonprofit. And she's been very involved with equity issues for a long time, and hopefully we'll be able to discuss a little bit about what equity is. There you go.